Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is March 20th, 2018. I'm Bryonnah McCarty. Welcome to our Texan TV newscast. In campus news, the RHA is hosting a Women's History Month event tonight. The speaker of the event will be Michelle Anderson Morrison. Anderson Morrison is a HIV beauty queen who is the first openly HIV-positive woman to win Miss Plus Size America. Anderson Morrison will shed light on her life living with HIV and how she overcame the stigmas involved with it. The event will be tonight from 6 to 8 in the Student Center Room 130. In local news, approximately 9,000 FFA members from across the state will converge at Tarleton State University on Thursday to participate in the annual FFA Invitational Career Development event. Judging contests. The Flash Today reports that this year marks the 46th year that the Tarleton's College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences will host the statewide FFA Invitational. Organized by Dr. Ted Ford, Associate Professor of Agricultural and Consumer Sciences, approximately 750 ag science teachers representing 450 plus high schools from all corners of Texas will join FFA members. The March 22nd Invitational is the largest of the three contests that Tarleton will host this spring. The university will welcome high school students again on April 18th for an area FFA contest and on April 26th when Tarleton hosts other state FFA contests. And now today's Texas national international news and sports from the Associated Press. The hunt up for the serial bomber who has been leaving deadly explosives in packages on Austin doorsteps took an even more sinister turn Monday when investigators said the fourth and latest blast was triggered along a street by a nearly invisible tripwire. 2 people have now been killed and 4 wounded in bombings over a span of less than 3 weeks. The latest blast happened Sunday night in southwest Austin's quiet Travis Country neighborhood, wounding 2 men in their 20s who were walking in the dark. Authorities repeated prior warnings about not touching unexpected packages and also issued new ones to be wary of any stray object left in public, especially one with wires protruding. Authorities said that they are looking at a variety of possible motives, including domestic terrorism or a hate crime. In national news, President Donald Trump's plan to combat opioid drug addiction nationwide calls for stiffer penalties for drug traffickers, including the death penalty where appropriate under current law. That from a top administration official, it's a fate for leaders that Trump, who aims to be seen as tough on crime, has been highlighting publicly in recent weeks. Trump also wants Congress to pass legislation reducing the amount of drugs needed to trigger mandatory minimum sentences for traffickers who knowingly distribute certain illicit opioids. Trump's domestic policy director, Andrew Bremberg, briefed reporters Sunday on the plan Trump is scheduled to unveil Monday in New Hampshire, a state hard hit by the crisis. For more of today's national and international news, we turn to the AP News Minute.
This is AP News Minute. The Senate Intelligence Committee's leaders are working on plans to protect this year's midterm elections from foreign interference. Committee Chairman Richard Burr and top Democrat Mark Warner are set to preview recommendations at a news conference on Tuesday. Austin, Texas police want the person behind 4 bombings in the past 3 weeks to talk to them. Authorities say it appears one person carried out all 4 attacks, but there are few clues of who it could be. A self-driving Uber SUV struck and killed a woman in Tempe, Arizona on Sunday night. Uber immediately suspended road testing of self-driving vehicles, which it has been doing in several cities for months. Severe storms with high winds ripped through northern Alabama on Monday. Damaged roofs, downed trees, and power outages are reported in a number of communities. Shirley Smith, The Associated Press, with AP News Minute.
In sports reported by the Associated Press, a Pennsylvania college student who disappeared following a rugby tournament in Bermuda was found dead Monday after an intensive search of the British Island territory. Searchers found the body of Mark Dombrowski, 19, at the base of a colonial area report in a park not far from where he was last seen walking by himself on CCTV footage. Officials with the Bermuda Police Service said at a news conference a cause of death was not released. His body was found and an autopsy was planned, said Acting Commissioner James Howard. Martin Dabrowski was a member of the rugby team at St. Joseph's University in Philadelphia and had come to Bermuda to compete in a tournament. Detective Sergeant Jason Smith said there's no evidence Dabrowski was drunk or that alcohol played a role in his disappearance. For today's weather forecast, a sunny with a high of 66 and a low of 42, with the high winds from 10 to 15 miles per hour. This has been a production of Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas. Watch us live on Apogee Channel 2.1 in the dorms at 12:30 weekdays. If you live off campus, tune in on Northern Cable Channel 9. You can follow the Texan News Service on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website at www.texannews.net for all of your latest local, state, national, and international news. Today's broadcast was produced by DeAndre Hogg, Callie Smith, and Caitlin Rivera and Joel Leach. Have a wonderful day, Texans.